Hi, I'm Milton Rendell and welcome to Real News Friday. Interesting statistics starting to come out. We're seeing an increase in stock levels in terms of properties for sale. Properties for sale up to 5,193. Now that's an interesting figure. Now we've got over the 5,000 mark. Just looking at reading something from the Real Estate Institute WA, it's the highest we've seen in stock levels for a couple of years now. So that's an interesting one, up 5.9% compared to a year ago. So is that a softening? Not too sure. But the median price is currently at 720,000. We are still seeing a lot of owners or landlords selling out, so this is obviously giving a bit of a boost to stock, and we've seen a bit of a run on that, particularly in the last 3 to 6 months. We've seen within our own portfolio, a number of owners, it's obviously getting towards the end of the year, they start to scratch their heads, starting to make some decisions, and a number of them coming to market. So just on the rental side, 2,047 of in West Australia, that is up 12.2% on a year ago, so that is quite a sizable shift. It's up 3.1% on a month ago. So we are starting to see some different movements in these statistics. So does that mean it's softening? Look, I'm of the opinion it's still a very reasonably strong market, but basics are, at the end of the day, it gets to an affordability level. Everything has a cap eventually, and we may be seeing that in some areas, not in all, don't get me wrong. We're still seeing some good inquiry, but the inquiry numbers have changed, and we are starting to see some softening in certain areas. But in our immediate area around the Midland and surrounding areas, we're still very active because it's one of the more affordable areas, because basically we've still a lot of properties that are under the median price in West Australia. But at quality areas like Guildford and Helena Valley and places like that, we'll still maintain good inquiry, as to certain parts of Swan View, and the reason I mention that because they're obviously above that 720 mark. But inquiries for those are still reasonably strong. And keep in mind that this market has been going for some time. There is talk on the east of slowing the market. Here in Melbourne it's slowing slightly, and I think they're going through different phases to us. But at this particular stage, it looks like the stock levels are increasing. It wouldn't surprise me if we saw it up to about 5,500 by Christmas. On the other side, we've also seen obviously this election in the US. I'll call it the Trump factor, if you like. I've seen the stock market jumping all over the place in the last last week and a bit. Certainly hit some of the stocks out there, so that may drive investors back towards the real estate market. That's generally what it does. But again, we'll just see what it all unfolds. I think the first quarter of next year could be a really interesting one, whether we still see owners cashing out, whether we still see the stock market still a little bit, it's not volatile, it's not the word, it's slow in terms of volatility, but it's still, we are seeing some dips in certain areas that may influence what's going on here. Interest rates seem to be a topic where everyone's saying it's probably going to stay the same, and it sounds like it will be for some time. So some of those things that people were either hanging on for may not occur for some months to come. Anyway, in the meantime, if you're thinking of selling or buying or leasing out any of your properties, give the team at Real Estate Plus a call. All the best and have a great weekend.